Hey guys, today we're going to be going over 3 super powerful steps so you can start attracting influencers to market for your coffee shop so then you can always have a packed and a full house. If you're ready for some simple marketing strategies that's going to bring in loads of customers through your doors, then make sure you guys keep watching. My name is Wilson, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 crazy effective steps that I've personally used to attract more than 50 influencers to market for our ice cream shop, all for free. Towards the end of the video, you will receive the exact templates and procedures that I've personally used to attract the 50 influencers to market for us for free so you can implement it in your business right away. So make sure you guys keep watching and stay till the end. Step number 1, identify your customers. This step is super important. You gotta have crystal like clarity in your customers that you would like to attract. Understand their values, understand their spending behavior, understand where they hang out, what kind of language do they speak, which kind of band do they follow, what kind of food do they like eating. Understand everything that has to go on with your target demographic, your customer. By understanding the values and understanding what they really enjoy doing, now you can find and locate the ideal influencers that would match your customers. This step is super important. You've got to align your customers with your brand message and your values, and also the people that promote for you, your influencers. So by identifying your customer's profile, now you can match them up with your values, and now you can match them up with the influencers that you guys are seeking out. And by aligning with them, now you have the ability to connect with them and to develop trust, which is the #1 reason why people would be coming to your cafe. Trust. The whole point of influencer marketing is drawing eyeballs and attention to your brand. Now that does not guarantee the sale, which is why it's so important for you to align your brand and connect with your customers. I dive much more in detail with my ACE formula guide, which is right below. You can download that, and it explains so much more about how we're able to align and connect with our customers, and in turn, as a result, we're able to grow so rapidly. So make sure you guys download the guide below. Step number 2 in doing influencer marketing for your cafe is to compile your top 50 list. Now that you know who your customers are, the people that you would want to attract into your cafe, then it's time to identify the influencers to match this profile. I'm going to be sharing this super powerful trick with you that with a one click of a button, you're going to be able to find all your influencers in one place. Now we're going to jump right into the computer screen. Okay guys, so to start off, you're going to be pulling up the 50 Dream Influencers Excel sheet. This is where you're going to be compiling all the influencers into this sheet, so it makes life a lot easier. So I'm going to split the screen to the right, and then on my left, so right here you see that I already pulled up one of the influencers that that promotes for our brand. So for you, you can find the influencer within your area that you really enjoy looking at their feed, and just choose a handful. So once you're in their Instagram profile, you see something like this. Okay, so this is what you are going to be doing. Keep in mind, the number of followers is actually irrelevant, I would say, to whether you choose to work with this influencer or not. Actually, to my preference, I would choose someone a little bit lower than this, probably around like 1,000, 2,000, because the fact is we want to be able to provide value and content, and the people that have a lot less followers, they would be much more flexible and much more willing to want to help you and help you promote your brand, and you can grow with them and at the same time, which is freaking amazing. The key metric to finding the influencer that you would want to work with is that you have to enjoy their content. I always say this, you've got to align your vision and your brand with everything that you do, including the influencers that you choose to work with you.
So let's get right into it. Step number 1, we're going to scroll through their posts and look. We want to be able to find their contact here. So right now we see that her name is Emma Chu. So we're going to put this in here. Emma Chu. Handle is Vancouver Foodie. Followers 52k. For the sake of consistency, I like to put like the whole number, so then this whole row will look beautiful later on instead of writing 52k. Contact, so there's no email here. So usually if they don't have an email here, I would actually just Google them. So I put in Vancouver Foodie and Choose, and there's a bunch of things pop up. So I opened up the LinkedIn profile, I opened up the YouTube and Twitter. So these are the areas where, or these are the touch points and platforms in which you need to make sure to log, because this is how you're going to be able to contact them. So potentially right here, you see you can message them on LinkedIn, because a lot of times they get a lot of people reaching out. So it's very, very important for you to reach them at the platform that they're actually using, and you don't know which one they are on the most. So this one is it. LinkedIn is one of them. Let's see here. YouTube is potentially, sometimes in the YouTube about section, you can see that there should be an email here, but if not, that means they don't use it as much. Oh, there you go. Let's see here. Are we going to be able to get the email? There you go, right here. Boom, that's their email. So this gives you direct access to their email, and you can actually put it right here. Boom. So you can either email them, like I think usually the best way to contact someone is by the email. If not, you can contact them by LinkedIn or YouTube, which is at the About Us section, or Twitter, which has the email as well. So that's awesome. If you don't get a reply from them, you can Twitter them, you can tweet them, and you can get a bunch of information from here. So that is awesome. So we were able to collect quite a bit of information from Emma. So this column is basically the reach, have you reached out to them or not, and have they replied them to not, and then also notes that you have, like for example, if they replied or if you see something that you connect with them a lot. So for example, food is something that connects with them a lot, and then you can see kind of the videos. 32, so that she's Asian, she likes to go to the night market, she's from Hong Kong. So for example, if you're in Hong Kong, or you're from Hong Kong as well, then you can just write Hong Kong. So this becomes common thread that you guys have, which is very, very helpful when you're trying to connect with her later on. Okay, so the second step is to see, for the sake of demonstration, we're going to go to another influencer. So right here is, let's say, Eats with Eva. So Eva, we don't have her last name here. So Eva, and then her handle is Eats with Eva. Followers 1610. Email, boom, right here. You don't even need to go anywhere else to find it. I actually like Googling this a lot more, but usually if they put their contact here, it's a pretty good way, indication that she will be checking this email quite often. So I like everything to be consistent. But anyways, so this is what it looks like. Reach, replied, not yet. Okay, so then for the next step, now that you know these are your handful of influencers that you would want to work with, now a little trick is to see who they're friends with. Usually influencers, they go to events together, so it's very important that you can find who they're going with, so you can reach those people as well to add to your list. So if you click on a picture, on the left hand corner there's this tag sign, just click on it and boom, see, now holy crap, there's one here, guys, food time, Wing the Foodie, Panda Delights, and a bunch of tags here, So after you open up all these tags, this is the gold mine. Okay, so this is the area. So holy crab, let's see, this is, I guess, is the company that they are promoting, so that's not someone we want to reach out to. Yeah, it's food time. Okay, so seems like she is another influencer that we can add to our list. So for example, right here we'd be adding Jason, and yeah, it's food time. Followers 12, 18, 27. Make sure that you're only adding them if they fall in line with what you think is on brand, right? So looking at his pictures, it's not that nice. I probably wouldn't add it to the list, but hey, who knows? If this is fitting to your brand, then you would want to add it in there as well. So right here is his contact, Jason at nomsmagazine.com. Boom. So there you go. This is an Advanced City foodie, or no, Wing the Foodie. There's so many different ways of finding influencers. So for you, take the time out to go through the tags and to go through basically all the pictures and add this into your list. Make sure that you have a way of contacting them. That's the first trick into compiling your 50 dream influencers that you can reach out to. But at this time, we're just wanting to compile all 50 of them first. The second trick in doing so, if you're having trouble doing this, the second tip is to go to this right here, this little triangle, click on it, boom. These are all the different influencers that you should be following. And this would just open up your list like crazy. So for you, there should be no problem for you to contact and compile at least 100 of these influencers who are gonna be basically promoting for you for free later on. Continue this with other influencers on your list until you have roughly, I would say, 50 of them. This will take you around 1 to 2 hours, and then you will be golden. And this list is gonna be your best friend.
Now that you have your 50 dream influencers, the fun begins now. The goal for the next step is to convert all these 50 influencers into your hardcore ambassador. Just imagine if these influencers have 1,000 followers each and they're promoting your brand. Now you're gonna have 50,000 hardcore fans exposed to your brand, your coffee shop. So the next step is like super important. Pay attention. The third step is to align and to connect. This step is super important. This is like the determining factor of whether you get a full house or not. This is something that I personally use and is so important. I cannot stress it enough. Align and connect. If you haven't already, pause this video and download the Your Vision template right below. This template gives you all the different types of questions that you need to understand and to get clarity on so you can start aligning with your influencer. Don't just invite the influencer to come over and take pictures with you and to try your free food and to promote your brand, because it doesn't give them a great experience. You're supposed to create a great experience for them so then they become your hardcore ambassador for free. Instead, after you align with your influencers, you have to connect with them to give them a once in a lifetime experience. So then that way you can create a hub and they can connect with you as an individual, that they'll start understanding the vision of what you see. And so then they can start rooting for you. This is the reason why you're gonna start creating a VIP event. This is a hub where you're gonna connect all the influencers in one place at one day. You're gonna give them the red carpet treatment. You're gonna treat them like kings, give them free food, connect with every single one of them, and make sure that you show them your vision. You show them what you're trying to create. What purpose are you trying to create in your coffee shop? And only when you have the ability to connect with them about your vision would they truly buy into that. And when they buy into that, when they root for you at this event, then you are golden. They're gonna start driving so much traffic to your business that you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, what have I done? I'm not even kidding you. This is super powerful. This is the exact same step that we've personally used to grow our ice cream chain into an international chain. And we have done this so many times, and it's so refined that whenever we have new events, new products, and new openings, we do the exact same thing to attract influencers to promote for us for free. And this also guarantees traffic for us, which is the number one thing that you would need to do. Align, connect, and explode in revenue. I really hope you found value in this video, and if you have any questions about how to create the VIP exclusive event for your influencers, leave me a comment below. I'd love to share much more with you guys. As a recap, the 3 crazy effective steps in order for you to attract influencers to market for your coffee shop so it's always packed with customers. Here we go. Step number 1, identify your customers. Step number 2, compile your Dream 50. Step number 3, align and connect. Once again, if you want to leverage off influencer marketing, then follow these steps. I've used these steps and I've implemented them, and they're super, super effective. If you want your coffee shop to be full of customers, then make sure you follow these steps. I guarantee that if you follow these steps, you will have results, that you will be able to have people coming through your doors, and that you will have your top influencers on your list that would always be promoting your brand. As promised, my commitment to your success, I've included all the documents and templates that I personally use. Make sure you guys download them from the link below. It's my gift for you. Take action, find your Dream 50, and go kill it. Owning your own cafe is one of the most rewarding experiences out there. You get to control your own schedule, and when you walk in, you're greeted by your regulars, and you pull up your laptop, you'll be working for a few hours, and you have a sense of belonging while this cafe gives you financial freedom. And the journey in creating this vision starts right now. Take action, download the guide, and start driving traffic through your doors. If you like this video, smash the like button. If you have questions, leave it in the comments below. If you've taken one thing that you think is super valuable, leave me a comment below and let me know what that is. Otherwise, subscribe for much more videos and trainings. I'll see you guys next week.